So where I'm staying in Zadar is quite close, well it is at Draznanica Bay, which is about 7 kilometers from the city of Zadar. It's like a mini resort area, lots of kind of man-made beaches and stuff. So I don't know if you can see, but the old town is behind, and it takes about an hour to walk there. Buses are pretty mental. I can't seem to get any information from anyone of how to get a bus there. However, I did notice that there is a water taxi, which is like every half an hour or so. Let's head into Zadar. And we're off. Quite a handy idea. Apparently, it's new. Certainly appears to be a demand on it. Okay, so we've arrived here right in the city centre of Zadar. Boat's just getting moored up. Well, we can get off. Thank you. Cheers. See you later. Yep. It's difficult getting moored here, yeah? Okay. So that is the Zadar water taxi. Very, very handy. So we're right in the city centre now. So let's go and explore what Zadar has to offer. Wow. So Zadar became an important centre probably around about 2,000 years ago. Archaeological digs have recovered settlements from about 3,000 years past, about 1000 BC. There's still actual archaeological digs going on today, uncovering new things all the time. Of course, the Romans came here 1st century AD, created settlements, became a very important hub for the Roman Empire, like many of the Croatian cities along the Adriatic coast, and the evidence is all around of Roman artifacts and stuff. It also became under the Venetian control in the 15th century early. It was sold to the Venetian Republic by Croatian nobles. 1408, I think I read. And then about 18th, 19th century, the dirty old Habsburgs arrived with their incestuous baggage. You gotta love the Habsburgs, eh? And so it became part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, like all of Yugoslavia did, or all the former Yugoslavian republics did, up until the end of the First World War. Of course, Deja Brew Pump, there is very good beer in there. Hello there.
Hello.
Here we have the Kavi Coffee House, which you will find actually on a Good Coffee Guide. I think it's the only one in Zadar you could find on the very hipster Good Coffee Guide. And Kavi means wise poet in translated from Croat to English. I know that because I'm reading it. So I think it's coffee o'clock actually. Not quite beer o'clock, coffee o'clock. So, a little pricey, but as I say, it's one of those hipster coffee shops. So I'm getting an oat milk latte. No aspersions about my sexuality, please. And it's €4. So it better taste good. So yes, we get it in a nice hipster mug without a handle. It's just fine. Yeah, we'll see. Taste test. Oh, I've just stuck my hand right on it. Not looking where I was putting my hands. It's like a story of my life, actually. Not looking where I'm putting other things as well. Yeah, not bad. So this is I've even forgotten the name of it already. Kavi coffee shop in Zadar. Kavi, of course, means wise poet.
Nella?
Hi, I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Nella. Welcome to Kawi. We are a specialty coffee shop in Zadar. We have hard beans and you drink Brazilian beans for your Americano, and from me for your latte was also Brazilian. So we're second coffee shop in Zadar, and our roasters are from Poland, and we have really good coffee here. And people in Dalmatia love to drink coffee, so we are now here.
And what's the best thing about Zadar?
What is the best?
thing about Zadar?
She's from Zadar.
Oh,
She can tell you.
Everything. We have. This is like a slow kind of living here. It's very chill, and people have this tradition of drinking coffee. So it's like it's a whole process. You don't just sit for hot coffee and drink it in 20 minutes. You take your time.
Take your time. Yeah. Don't be busy. Don't be in rush.
Very
Enjoying
chill.
sun and
sun
sea.
and clean sea. Everything.
Yes.
Well, we have the sun now, but a couple of days ago we didn't. So
It was raining. Yeah.
Sometimes
torrential rain.
We
no
have
rain,
one
no
of-
flowers.
Yeah, and
No
the
beans.
sunset
exactly,
is one of the most beautiful ones
Yes.
you'll see.
So there is nearby. We have
This is a
the
full
music
interview.
orchid
Yeah.
and the lights as well, the floor lights.
Pozdrav Sunco.
Yes,
quite,
Pozdrav
quite
Sunco.
popular. The river or
Yeah.
the
And
sea
the sea
organ.
organ, yeah.
Sea organs,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So who's the most? Is it Zadar? Is it mostly Croatian holidaymakers, or is it like everyone comes here?
Probably mix of everything.
Yeah.
Mix of maybe just because Zadar is near Split or near Zagreb, I guess. Cheap flights also.
Yeah.
So depends. Lot of reasons why Zadar.
So you're from Zadar,
Yes.
and you're from
Split.
Split.
Yes.
Okay. So which is better, Zadar or Split?
Always Split.
Always Split. Okay.
But for her is Zadar, of
Because
course.
Zadar is
so-
home and for her Split is home. So
I'll tell you what I've noticed as well is all the different kinds of architecture, historical.
Yes.
So you've got Roman, Venetian, Art Nouveau, and then you've got
Yeah,
the kind
the
of
old
60s
photo,
brutalist
yes.
stuff as well. What do you prefer yourself?
What
do
we
you mean?
prefer?
Well, where would
Between
you,
what?
all those different architectures, or is it just every part of it's the character of the city?
Every part of his character.
I think
But I think the Rome
you
to
can't
me,
really pick just one
Okay.
because it's what makes the city.
Absolutely, yeah.
and everything is history, so it's
She's gonna be a tourist guide, so
All
in the
right.
future,
Yeah.
not
In the
right now,
future.
but
Yeah.
still in
Okay.
process. So
Brilliant. Okay. Well, ladies, thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
You've educated me, and also served me fantastic coffee, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Certainly a far cry from Manchester's Piccadilly Gardens, that's for sure. Summersby. That's a very popular cider here in Croatia. What a very inviting beer garden. Sorry, a very inviting beer garden. I'm sorry, my words. Might have some of this later on. I know I go on about parks and stuff in city centres, but I spent most of my life in both Northern Ireland and Spain, mainly in the Alicante region. And I'm sorry to say this, folks, but the rest of Europe knows what parks are for. They're not for crackheads. They're not for people to gather and behave like morons. They're for serenity. And if you want to drink, there's beer gardens. Whether that be Zadar, Pula, Split, or any of the big places, big cities on the Adriatic coast, or Prague in the Czech Republic. City councillors of the UK, please go to these places, not on the taxpayers' expense, of course, but see exactly what they do with their city spaces, the green spaces. Okay, you could say, well, this place is touristy, it's on the coast, everything else. But there's absolutely no, I mean, even the coastal areas in the UK, come on. They're an absolute mess now. Come to here, come to Zadar, speak to law enforcement. It also has to be said, of course, that there is one other big problem that the rest of Europe has, that many of the Slavic countries have resisted. I think we all know what that is. But these are just beautiful, beautiful spaces. Yeah, you know, people are going to drink in the open air, especially in the summer. So why not recognize that and create open spaces where you can commercialize that. So here's the Zorvog bar and party area, they call it, you see. Get the party animals in the one area, you can watch them. So they open Monday to Sunday. From 9 p.m. Under 21, you're not allowed. Panic, what's it? Dancing and prancing. Okay. Grooving, keep moving, try flying, stop your crying. Choosing while you're cruising. Music is the answer. Yeah, so you know, Zadar, it's catering for lots of young tourists as well as the young locals, and just reiterates how there's something for everything. If you're asking me to pick one out of Pula or Zadar, even though Pula's got that striking and fantastic arena, the Colosseum's little sister, I would have to still pick Zadar. It's got more beauty. Oh, I don't know, it's just a very stunning city. Very stunning. No, I've been around most of Europe, and it used to be years ago the Slavic countries had a bad name. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was, well, you had the likes of Poland, Czechoslovakia as it was then, Romania, places like, well, Romania isn't Slavic, sorry Romanians, in that region. But they always had the, I don't know, maybe it was because of the Eastern Bloc thing. And then you had Yugoslavia, which had its own brand of communism under Marshal Tito. It was a little bit separate. There was tourism in the particularly in Croatia around the 1970s and 1980s. Tito did believe in promoting the coastal area to tourism, but not many Western tourists did come. Usually people with plenty of money. The marinas were always open to wealthy tourists. But those countries now, those Slavic countries, in all honesty, are the only ones in Europe worth visiting. I think Croatia is the most beautiful country in Europe. The most beautiful city has to be Prague. You know, I no desire to go back to any Scandinavian city or even German cities. France, you can forget about it. Belgium, you can forget about it. UK. We have the arts and crafts market. Some stuff's pretty nice, actually. Unfortunately, I can't, buy anything because it's not going to go in my backpack, is it? But some of it's very nice, very colourful. Very, very much inspired by Frida Kahlo. In fact, I think that's meant to be Frida Kahlo there, isn't it? But yeah, very colourful interpretations of some of the Zadar historical sites as well. Always like having a look at the local artists as well as all the fine natural beauty of an area. They get very much inspired by the natural beauty. If you're an artist, you tell me what inspires you. I get vitalized by seeing good art, seeing beautiful places. As a creative, I'm not so good. So let's go into the market here, have a wee look around here, see if there's any tat. We're going to get the usual replica football shirts as well. Let's see if they've got any of the local Croatian teams. Got the beach tiles. There we go. There's a Croatian football top. I notice many of the Croatian tops will have Modric on the back. He's currently the most famous Croatian footballer. But he played for Spurs. Of course, one of the greatest Croatian footballers was Davor Suker. He had a season at Arsenal. Much better. Some background at the sea organ. Passed here 2 or 3 times a day. It's actually very alluring. And I'm going to come back again actually when it's to watch the sunset. I'll just bring you over. So notice these pipes or holes here. It's where the sound comes from. These are the acoustics of it. The music itself is created by the waves heading into the pipes, heading underneath the promenade to make natural sounds. So this is like the, I suppose, the natural sound, the natural chaos of nature in musical form. It's very relaxing, actually. I sat over here. When I say sat, I lay down on the benches for about an hour, having a little siesta, listening to those wonderful sounds. They are repetitive, but very relaxing, very soothing. So I'm gonna get some dinner, I think, and then come back round here as the sun sets in a couple of hours' time. And we'll have a look at the lights that are formed and these sort of things. Lights that are formed by the solar panels. Which soak up the sun during the day and then become kind of random disco-y lights at night time. Yeah, see the city council here say things like this is highlighting green issues. Nevertheless, it's very popular with tourists who see the gimmicky side of it. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. Of course, it's actually quite a relaxing place. So apparently, this is the best place to see a sunset. And it's not many clouds in the sky, so hopefully we'll get very nice views this evening. It's very relaxing. The natural cacophony of nature. So I'm back at the sea organ, where everyone's gathering to observe the sunset. I am so fucking pissed off. Everything on this trip keeps going wrong. My bag of electronics, just a small square bag with my replacement batteries, leads, a few other little things in it. Has disappeared. Retraced everywhere I was, where I changed batteries, everything, no joy. As a rule, I only usually do it in establishments, but I do recall changing batteries on a bench, and that's something I never do. So it could be I've left it there. There are email addresses in the bag, which do say I've written, if lost, contact this email. So hopefully some honest punter will see that, will send an email. Nothing else I can do apart from scream.
Este es la plana donde se queda, se cae. Pasa que nuestra vista está limitada en el alcance, eso sigue más allá.
Right, well, yeah, it was a pretty spectacular sunset. Now with the sun gone, the solar lights show up. Can't really see them, everyone's on them, you know. If there was only a way I could recharge my camera every 5 minutes for the rest of this trip. I'm afraid there's not, though. Some circus clowns going on. Come on, love, move your ass. You know, people are slow moving through large crowds while staring at their phone. Especially fat ones. Alright, I've got my sea taxi isn't until 9:50. That's about another hour away. However, I'll see if I can get an earlier one. So I need to charge my battery. My singular battery. So what are the best things to do in Zadar? Well, hopefully I've just given you a sort of a brief outline. Everything from the sea organ to the forum here behind us, to the archaeological museum, which you can't film in, unfortunately. We also have, I mean, there's plenty of places to eat. There's some great walks as well. So you can walk right along the promenade here from the Sea Organ, go through the Sea Gate and reach Colavare. And Colavare is the beach. And there's a very good hike which you can go basically right along the coast. We're going to do a bit of that in a minute. If you bear with me. Okay, I have eaten in quite a few establishments here in Zadar. I think this one here represents the best value. I don't know if this good food is a chain or not. I've never seen it before. But, you know, it's very simple. Shop title, good food. And it is what it says in the tin. You can get the usual kind of burgers and stuff, but the salads are incredible, and they fit and sit. So a meal in there, say like a main meal, a side dish, and a drink will cost about between 16 and 20 odd euros. I would say very, very brilliant value for money, in fact. I ate there twice. And that's how you know it's good, when you go back again. I mentioned earlier about the coffee shop. The other one I recommend in the Old Town is D16. It's a very decent little coffee shop as well. So top pub in the Old Town of Zadar is this one, Deja Brew. More like a traditional pub. Dark inside. Great terrace outside. Good selection of beers there, and lagers, and your usual spirits. You're talking around about €5 for the local lager, which is a lot cheaper than what most of you will pay. That's quite tasty as well. Five Wells Square, another very attractive place in Zadar. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the park above it, a far cry from Piccadilly Gardens. Not many great European cities have beaches right on their doorstep, for want of a better expression. Zadar has a great selection. Now, Croatian beaches tend to be pebbly, in many cases concrete. Reasons for that is the bays come right up to the shore. So I always find the water is crystal clear, see-through, beautiful, very inviting. I'm going to take a walk along Colavare Beach in Zadar, or the beach is, because they go on for a few kilometers. Give you a little taster of what to expect. So we go through here the water gate, sea gate, and that'll bring us over to Colavare Beach. One of the great things about the beaches here at Zadar is if you want to get plenty of shade, there is plenty of shade in the let's say abundant sort of trees that are just off the shore. Grecka Plaza, City Beach, Kolovare. You can see people taking advantage of the shaded areas here under the trees. Let's walk towards the shore. As I say, most of the beaches in Croatia tend to be kind of concrete and pebbles. There are exceptions. There's a few man-made sandy beaches. Then there's also, which I'd hope to get to, which was to Dugiotok. You have the Sakarun beach there. Unfortunately, my trip got cancelled. Just another one of the mishaps on this trip. This is the diving platform over there. So we'll take a dander further along. We'll try, if anyone's topless or anything, we'll try not to get them on camera. Don't want to slap. But this part is mainly a basically makeshift marina. The main parts of the beaches are straight ahead. There are options, of course, for if you do want to get closer to the sea. There is shaded areas on the beach. I think I did see one of the signs earlier for sunbeds, etc. It's €10 for the whole day, which is seems quite pricey to me. I just tend to put a towel down and just lie there and get comfortable and soak up the sun. Don't know if you can appreciate there how clear the water is. They do say this area has this area of the Mediterranean has the cleanest seawater on the planet. Not true, not so sure how true that is, but maybe people here don't shit in the sea. I don't know. Again, I have to respect people's privacy here at the on the beach. Just move the camera away from a lady with her tits out. Hello, topless. You don't see that many topless bathers. Maybe Croatian birds are just a bit more classy. Oh, they certainly are, actually. You see here, toilets right along the beach as well. Ladies queuing. Classy Croatian women don't shit in the sea. Got some beach volleyball activity here. I don't think that lady is much of an Olympian. The daughter maybe a bit more. So there are a lot of activities along the beach as well. There's say the beach volleyball there. I noticed a couple of tennis courts as well nearby, short tennis as well. Lots of bars. Lots of bars playing a bit of music. I basically don't really frequent beach bars. They tend to be very expensive, and apart from the ones in Spain, on some of the quieter beaches, you get these chiringuitos, which are nice to go get a bit of a refreshment. But here is very much sort of a catchment area. Although most of the people that come to the city beach are Croatians, I'm reliably informed. The most popular country for tourism to Zadar, I'm also reliably informed, is Poland. Poland has opened up new transport links with Croatia. So Istria and the Dalmatian coast are very popular spots for Polish tourists. But there's all nationalities, as you would expect. British, Italian, German, all the usual suspects. Okay, we'll just go off the beach here, hike along the coastal path a little bit, just off the beach. Very, very inviting water. I would actually stick my DJI camera in there, however I've got the audio connected, which will make the SIM, so makes the SIM open. So if I was to put that in there, I would ruin my camera. If we're going to do that, I'll remember to put the little clip back on where the audio connector goes into. So you can see it's very, very popular right along. I mean, whether they're campers, people from hotels, locals, yeah, it's a very popular spot. Accommodation wise in Zadar, I had to book a few kilometers outside the city centre because it is limited. I have heard that there is a couple of hotel chains coming here, and the Croatian market is growing. However, they're also quite aware of the risks of over-tourism. Over-tourism, something that we hear a lot about. We seem to be having conversations about over-tourism, but not about over-immigration. Well, I just hope Croatia's keeping an eye on that. Take a look at cities in the UK, France, Belgium, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, Norway. And you see that over-tourism is not the problem.
Hello, we're from Poland. I'm Joanna.
I'm Mateusz.
We love Croatian sun.
Sun, yeah.
These beaches.
And what do you think of these kind of beaches? These kind of rockier.
Yeah, we love rock.
You like the ruggedness of this, yeah? And whereabouts in Poland are you from?
Central Poland, from
Ce-
Radom.
Okay. How did you travel down to Croatia?
We fly.
You flew with what, Ryanair or? Yeah?
Ryanair and
Yeah, so there is a lot of routes opening up. I also know from Warsaw, there's a new train connection that currently goes
From Krakow to Zadar.
Krakow. Is it Krakow goes to Prague, and then to Istria to Rijeka as well.
Yes,
So-
if we want to ride by car, yes, but we fly.
But you fly, yeah. So it's easier, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's a very, very popular spot for Polish folk. What about the language? Is the language similar?
Oh no, I
They
don't think so.
they understand you, but or what? Or is the language quite similar to like Slavic languages? I've been told some people say, oh, you can understand a little,
Maybe little.
but you've got decent English anyway, so that's good. Well, again, folks, thank you very much for talking to me. Okay,
Thank you, but
and
speak English.
yeah, you speak English very well, a lot better than I speak Polish. So there you go. Okay, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
So just above the beach, from where I was just talking to my two new Polish friends, we have a pretty good hiking trail, good for cycling. It'll go right along to the port here. You can see a big cruise liner over there. Very, very popular spot for cruise liners, as you would expect. Also boat trips. I mean, there's many of the Croatian islands are accessible from here. Unfortunately, the trip I wanted to go on, as I was saying to Dugi Otok, was postponed very late in the day. Was meant to go at 8:30 in the morning, and I got a phone call at 7:45 cancelling it. Didn't give me much time to arrange something else, but never mind, it is what it is, and maybe another time I'll come back and do a Croatian island hop. So there has been a lot of mishaps on this trip since I've come to Croatia. There's always dramas happen with me whenever I go traveling. Everything from leaving stuff, losing stuff, lost passports, you name it, bank cards. I mean, one of my credit cards has now been blocked. I tried to update a subscription on a new card, and for whatever reason the bank, thinking that I'm doing it from Croatia, blocked the card, and they said that was for my benefit. Told me to ring them, but they don't work Saturdays, so I can't contact them till Monday now. So I'll just have to use my debit card and hope that they don't block that. So yeah, usually a lot of things happen. So I did mention earlier in the video about losing my little bag with all my spare batteries, case charger, cables, etc., etc. I did think I did mention that my email address was inside. Well, it showed up. A lovely Danish couple called Bettina and Mateus. They found the bag sitting on a bench. I think it was the bench where I had a bit of a siesta, and they sent an email. I rang them. They left their number, of course. I rang them, and then met them. So Bettina and Mateus, if you're watching this, again, total gratitude. Occasionally things like that do happen, and it just shows that there are still very good people out there. I'm just glad the right people found my little bag with, and the batteries and everything. They can be quite expensive, so it's much appreciated. So maybe my bank card will unblock itself. But I never let these things get in the way of having a good time. They're it's Croatia's beautiful. It is probably my favorite country in Europe, and not just for the beauty. I think it's a different way of living. They don't have the same problems as Western Europe, even though it's very much in the heart of the EU.